Welcome back to the vlog, everybody. We are getting ready to go for a little family walk. Rye gets a lunch break each day at work for like 30-45 minutes, so we have decided to try to make it a priority to do like a little outside time. And that's, I think I mentioned that in the last vlog, but that's something we're prioritizing this year, is to get outside more, get off our phones, get away from screens, less TV, yada yada. I'm sure everyone like starts each year with those same things, but we are really doing it. So we're gonna get out for a little walk. Let me show you guys Scotty's coat she got for Christmas. She always gets so excited when I pull the camera out. Look at that tooth. Look at that tooth.
Look at your toofers.
Her little Carhartt bean. Whoop, Dad, where? There we go.
Slipping.
But she has this little North Face coat that I found at TJ Maxx. It's so adorable. And hopefully it'll fit everyone. Do you see yourself? Yeah. Oh my gosh. You are actually unreal.
She needs her baby-ators.
You're actually unreal. Hi, Dada.
Hey.
Say Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody. We didn't make any resolutions because we didn't want to set ourselves up for failure. But instead, we talked about things we would like to see changed in our lives.
Yes.
And so it's
prioritizations is what we're calling it. Things we're prioritizing. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna go for a little walk. It is, what's today? Thursday. It's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
It is Thursday today. And it's super cold out, but we're gonna go get a little fresh air, get some vitamin D, take Chip over to this field near our house and throw the ball for him so that he gets exercise as well. And then later on today, I think we're planning to go to my sister's to see my sweet little baby nephew Stetson. He's so cute and growing like crazy. And I haven't been over in like a week because I woke up with a sore throat one day randomly last weekend, and I just was being overly cautious. It didn't develop into anything. I don't have any other symptoms. I feel totally fine. It was just like one random morning. Probably just because it's so dry out. But anyways, so we're gonna hopefully go over there tonight and see the rest of my family as well. We're all gonna kind of convene over there, get some takeout, and go have a little family night. So stay tuned for that. I don't really think we have any other plans today. We're doing a lot of boring stay-at-home days, not spending money, getting outside. So we don't have the most exciting life right now, but I read this thing on Instagram the other day that was like, boring is the new busy or something. Like, it's
allows you time
just
to
embrace
like
the boring
and not get all into whatever else says we need to be doing.
Yeah. Also want to quick mention the LA fires really quick, because I feel like that's something that's super pertinent. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, things are more under control, but it is super sad. I woke up feeling a little heavy and sad just because of how many people on social media are posting that they lost their homes, or their friends lost their homes, they lost their business buildings, their Pilates studios, their office buildings, and it's really sad. So our thoughts and prayers are with everybody in LA right now that are going through the fires. It's extremely tragic. We will see you guys a little bit later. Just wanted to say hey, check in. Welcome back to the vlog. Well, we're back from our walk. That didn't last very long because it was freezing cold and windy, right?
Yeah, that's terrible.
So we're back. Daddy is heating us up some chili. And I wanted to quick talk to you guys about baby led weaning. Yesterday on my Instagram stories, I did a little like impromptu what Scotty ate in the day. So I did like her breakfast plate, lunch plate, and dinner plate, and like how much of it she ate, what I gave her, all those things. If you are not a parent or you don't know what baby led weaning is, essentially it is giving your baby solid foods to start out, to help their hand-eye coordination, to help get them used to like the top allergens, peanut butter, almond butter, seafood, gluten, dairy, etc. And I am not an expert on this by any means, but several of you guys asked, so I thought I would just quick touch on what we did for Scotty. So basically, most like the experts say on the research I've done that babies are ready to eat food either A, when they start to get their teeth in, or B, can sit in the high chair, like they're fully sitting up on their own, they have full head control, they're showing interest in like bringing things to their mouth, so like teethers, toys, etc. Sorry, I had to delete a little bit of things on my card. I think someone's actually getting ready for lunch. So anyways, there's an app called Solid Starts that you can download on your phone, and it's really helpful for
Squishy.
It's really helpful for knowing like what foods to introduce and how big to cut the food, or like how big of a chunk to give your baby. But basically we just started doing what felt comfortable to us. We started, I believe, with apple slices, because like a big chunk of an apple slice before she had her teeth, like her teeth in, she couldn't really get like a good bite of it. So that's what we started giving her. She immediately like started bringing it to her mouth, and she loved it for teething purposes. She still does. Bad cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it, pat it, and mark it with the B. Put it in the oven for baby and me. Yes, please. So, long story short, we started introducing solids right around 6 months. We've done big hunks of steak, chicken, ground beef, like beef patties. We've done salmon, shrimp, basically every fruit that's safe, like a big hunk of peach, strawberries, apple, orange, mashed raspberries, whole milk yogurt, peanut butter, almond butter, like most of the butters. She's had spaghetti, bolognese. Like, it's really fun because we basically just give her a little bit of whatever we're eating.
Yep.
Obviously not chili like we're about to eat, but we'll give her some.
Or make sure it's not seasoned or trying to push that.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, we are gonna eat. I will continue to talk more about this as the rest of this video goes on, this vlog, because I feel like it's one of the things, I put a question box yesterday on Instagram, and it's one of the things that you guys wanted to know more about. So I'm gonna fix her a little lunch while we eat, and I'll keep you guys posted on what we give her. Okay, we're keeping it really simple for lunch today for her. We have 2 like big pieces of cheddar cheese, a big slice of apple, and a slice of orange, because our food is hot and we want to eat it. Bon appetit. Good morning, you guys.
Oh goodness.
As you can see from that far away, little miss hit her eye this morning and has a little bit of a bruise going on. Obviously she loves when I get the camera out. It's the funniest thing. You love vlogging. Yes, you do. Dada. Mama. Anyways, I'm making breakfast and I wanted to quick hop back on. It's been quite a few days. I am making French toast. This weekend we had a really fun little staycation up at Alta, which is the ski resort here in Utah that I grew up skiing. My grandparents owned a condo there for the entirety of our lives, so we all grew up skiing there, like my siblings, my cousins, and I. And then when my grandparents passed, it went into my mom and her siblings. They owned it, and then we recently sold it. But the people we sold it to, my mom managed the property for years because we rented it when we weren't using it, and my mom kind of continued to manage it once the new owners purchased it. So anyways, long story short, we have this amazing deal with them that we can still utilize it on the weekends that they aren't there. So we went up for the weekend and had a staycation, and it was so magical and fun and snowy, and they don't have Wi-Fi there, so you kind of just have to unplug. Occasionally we'll hotspot to like watch the football game or whatever, but we like don't watch TV at night. Like, we played games and chatted and colored, and it was just like a really fun, wholesome time. And my parents switched off with Ryan and I so that we could ski some of the fresh powder, which was so awesome. But anyways, the reason I decided to hop on again is to show you guys Scotty's breakfast this morning, because this vlog has kind of been about baby led weaning. So let me just quick show you what I made her. Sorry, my ice maker's going off. Hey cutie. Okay, I made her French toast with Dave's Killer Bread. Normally I would use Ryan's fresh sourdough, I just was out. So I used Dave's Killer Bread with 1 egg and cinnamon in her egg to kind of soak her bread. And then I cut everything with a crinkle cutter. This is like such a mom hack if you have kids and you're doing baby-led weaning, because it makes everything have like a little bit of a ridge. So it's easier for them to pick up. But anyways, some apple slices, French toast. I'm making myself some as well. And then I also made her a little mixture of whole milk yogurt mixed in with almond butter. Everything I use, by the way, doesn't ever have added sugar, so just so you guys know. And then I always offer her the spoon with the mixture on it herself. I don't ever feed it like directly to her, and then that makes it so that she knows how to feed herself. Hi, baby. You want to show them how you do it? You're so cute. Okay, she doesn't want any more right now, so that's fine. Okay, we'll check back in a second. Okay, hey you guys. I am sitting here getting some work done while Scotty naps. She's been down for 1 hour and 20 minutes, and that is a record for the last several days because she's teething like crazy, and naps have been very few and far between recently. If you're a parent and you've gone through teething, you probably understand. But anyways, wanted to quick, while I have the time, touch a little bit more on this baby-led weaning thing, because I'm trying to collect my thoughts and then like get them out to you guys while Scotty is sleeping, because it just makes things easier. So I found a podcast on Spotify that I wanted to share with you guys because it's really helped me understand baby-led weaning more, and like as I've kind of started the process myself, it helps me to just kind of organize her meals and just have a little bit more thought and intent behind what I'm giving her on a daily basis, and then also to just feel like safe about everything I'm giving her. So a couple things I wanted to mention are the podcast. So it's called it's literally called the Baby-Led Weaning Podcast with Katie Ferraro, and I'll put a little picture of what it looks like on the screen here for you guys. But I started listening to these just like while we were out for walks or while Scotty's playing and doing like independent play, and it just really helps to, again, understand it a little bit more. She's a registered dietitian, so she can kind of talk about that whole side of things. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is the Solid Starts app. And if you open up the Solid Starts app, you can basically type in, you can go to the foods tab, you can type in any food name and it will bring up the food that you want to give your baby. So like, let's say we want to start with avocado, and then it gives you the age range that your baby is. So Scotty is, or you go to how to serve. So if you're interested in like, well, how do I actually give this to my baby if I want to do baby-led weaning? And it gives you like a diagram for most of the foods, which is just so cool. So if they're 6 months and older, if they're 9 months or older, and then 18 months and older. So you can literally go to the age category. So I'm going to go 6 months old plus. And so for Scotty, it says to offer large halves or thick spears. And it like gives you the exact breakdown of what you should give and how. So anyways, those are the things I'm doing for baby-led weaning. I also just recently ordered her a stainless steel little serving plate with a suction cup underneath. I feel like I've just been giving her things right on her high chair, but I've just read a bunch of stuff about like the microplastics and how like the taste can change on silicone, and things can taste soapy, like whatever soap you use to clean things. So anyways, I ordered her a stainless steel plate, so I'll show you that when that comes in. But yeah, my main takeaways and my other tips I would say for baby-led weaning are, number one, to start them young. So as soon as they're showing like really good head control and can sit up in their high chair, I would start putting them in their high chair for meals. That's something that we did pretty early on, is when we would sit down to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I would put her in her high chair, and even if she wasn't interested in grabbing food or anything at the time, we would put her in her high chair and she would sit with us, and she could play with a toy or a teether, and she just got in the habit of like bringing things up to her mouth. Then when she was about 6 months old and I was ready to start solids or start giving her things other than breast milk, we started doing the frozen breast milk in the little teether thingy. I'll put a picture here on the screen because I'm not good at explaining this, but Some people call it like the slow feeder or whatever, but you can basically freeze little nuggets of breast milk, and I started adding peanut butter to those. So that was kind of like the first thing that we did that wasn't breast milk, to expose her to peanuts. And then I started introducing whole milk yogurt, but instead of feeding it to the baby on a spoon yourself so that you as the parent have like control over what they're eating, you allow them to grab the spoon themselves. And at first she would kind of grab the wrong side or put the wrong side to her mouth or whatever, but eventually she totally understood. And after like a couple times of doing this, she understood that what's on the spoon can go to her mouth, and she got really good at like feeding herself. And then I was like, you know, she's really good at that. I tried a couple of purees here and there. She was not interested. So I just started giving her whatever food I was eating that I knew was safe. So we started with avocado, eggs, apple slices, strawberries, things like that I was comfortable with and I knew she wouldn't choke on, that get really soft and she could just kind of suck on. Then we did like a big piece of beef. We've done brisket, pork, salmon, all those things. So anyways, highly recommend getting the Solid Starts app, because I think that's a really good place to start, especially if you're nervous about the choking and gagging thing. And then also listening to the podcast Baby Led Weaning podcast, because it describes the difference between gagging, choking, like what to look for, how to know that they're doing exactly what they should. Sorry, I'm all over the place, scatterbrained. My other tips are to just start giving them things to put in their mouth. Like the apple slice or a big carrot stick is really good to get them to learn their grabbing skills and then bringing things up to their mouth. So those are my biggest tips to Baby Led Weaning. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think that'll do that for this week's vlog. And if you aren't a parent and you're like, but what about all the other things that you guys have going on, and you like want to keep up with any of those things, you can go back and watch Vlogmas, because those were really fun and like not all baby specific things. But if you are a parent, I would so appreciate if you guys would hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, comment down below what you want to see next, and share with a friend. I would so appreciate if you guys could just like share my videos with a friend if you thought they were helpful. I still show that I have like a lot of subscribers on this channel, but a lot of people started out following me on this channel because I was a nurse and are looking for the nursing content. And as my life has grown and changed, I am now obviously a stay-at-home mom. I do still work as a nurse, but I don't have as much like nursing content to share. And I would just so appreciate if you guys would share with your mom friends or people that you think would just enjoy my content and my channel, because I would love to continue growing, to be able to have the motivation to keep posting videos for those of you that are loyal and follow along. And that would just help me so much if we could keep kind of growing this community and get more views on these videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I love you so much, and I will see you back next week with another vlog.